What's going on YouTube, Gary here, gzduels, bringing you guys a pre-recorded duel between my heroes and my opponent who's using a 50 card deck. Yes, so I won't reveal what he's playing. I'll use Stratos' effect to fetch the Alias, because next turn I can summon both Alias and Bubbleman, and then I'll set two trap cards in order to protect it. It's a pretty good standard first turn play. And my opponent, who's playing the 50 card deck, sets one monster. So at this point I'm like, okay, you're playing some sort of Light Sworn, Light Ray mill deck. I'm just going to try to do the most damage to you and OTK you from here. It's probably a Raikou that you set, so I'm just going to bounce that and go off from there. I decided I'm going to set all of my spell and trap cards. I drew into a warning, by the way, which would have been nice in the first turn. Then I would have just gone for double Excalibur and Blade Armor Ninja and would have just won. But since I drew the warning late, so I decided to just go for the Excalibur. And then using Excalibur's effect, detach both of these heroes. And then using the Monster Reborn that I just set, I'm going to Reborn back to Stratos and use Stratos' effect to search the last Bubbleman from my deck. And since I have the Bubbleman in my hand with all other cards, I can special summon the Bubbleman. And since I didn't draw into the warning, which I should have done, I should have used like 1 Day of Peace on the first turn, but I didn't. I was dumb. I'm sorry. So I'm just going to go for the Shockmaster. Shockmaster is good. In case he is playing something like the Light Sworn, Light Rays, I can call monster effects. Not only will I prevent Gores or Tragodia from dropping right now, I could also prevent him next turn from using Raikou, using like Light Sworn effects. So, that's pretty good in the early game. Or so I thought. So I ended off the turn. And then my opponent played Lightning Vortex. And I'm like, I made the bad decision. I should have just gone for Blade Armor Ninja and Excalibur. It was just won right there. If I had a Miracle Fusion even, I would have just won right there. But I didn't. So my opponent summons a Magical Exemplar. So he's playing some sort of Spellcaster deck, and he's just going to attack me for some damage. But seeing that I did draw into a Miracle Fusion and my opponent having so little life points, I decided I'll just keep playing on. And I had made a bit of a misplay here. I shouldn't have removed the Alias and the Stratos. I should have instead removed the Alias and the Bubbleman. So in case something happens to my Shining, which does right now with this Mirror Force, I would have gotten back the Alias and the Bubbleman instead of Alias and Stratos, and I would have gone for an Exceeds play, so like something like Black Strip of Corn, which would have dealt with the Magical Exemplar. But I didn't, coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't do it. And now I activate 1 Day of Peace because I didn't want to summon anything. I do have Torrential Tribute, so I don't want to waste maybe possibly losing a Stratos or Alias. So it's my opponent's turn. He decides to, do some weird stuff by setting one card and using the Magical Deception on the face down. So I was like, okay, cool, you can do that. I have a Torrential, and he tributes something like a Treeborn Frog. I'm like, you're not even playing Spellcasters, are you? So I just used Torrential Tribute, cleared his board. And then I use the Thunder King, which I drew, and I'm just going to use Thunder King and attack for the remainder, the 1700 damage, and win the game from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this duel. Sorry I made some misplays, but this is gzduels signing out.